Ooh, baby. What is good, boys? It is B-Mail here from BDBassin. How are you guys doing today? And as you can obviously tell, we have a brand new wrap on the boat. A lot of new things going on with the boat as well. I haven't really showed you guys the boat at all. And as you might also be able to tell, it's pretty rainy out here. It's been raining all day. I've been trying to do this video. So we're gonna put the boat in the shelter. But before that, I'm gonna get this cover off and show you guys just how sick this wrap is. 1 second. Hard. It's starting to rain a little bit harder, but yeah, guys, absolutely beautiful boat. Want to give a huge shout out to St. Croix Rods and 7 Reels for believing in the brand and helping me with wrapping this boat. I think it looks amazing, super clean. Love the contrast of the colors. It was kind of a tough one to do just because, you know, you got navy and red in the 7 logo, you got gold and black in the St. Croix logo. Not the easiest color variation, but I think it came out beautifully. Let's get this thing in the tent and we'll get more into the nitty gritty of the boat. A lot of things that I've added so far that I want to talk about. You guys haven't seen in recent videos. Oh man, baby. Let's get this thing in the shed. There we go. Well, first things first, I'd like to say it smells like Lily Phillips' dressing room right now in here because we caught a lot of trout yesterday on Lake Michigan. I was with my buddy Christian. We absolutely smoked them. Good time. And it was thanks to this thing right up here. I'll get more into that, but yeah, the boat smells like a straight up trout. There's like trout blood, ectoplasm and stuff like that, that white stuff, whatever it be. It smells gross in here. And unfortunately, I can't really clean the boat right now because I leave for Florida at 2 a.m., AKA in like 10 hours. So yeah. Gross. But if you guys haven't been following the channel, the boat I'm running is a 2019 Bass Tracker Classic XL. She's small, but she's mighty. It's a 16-foot 8 hole, I believe. Pretty narrow beam, but it gets the job done. You can comfortably fish a few guys up top here in this front deck, and that is only thanks to this added front deck that my dad and I built. So the Bass Tracker Classic XLs don't actually come with deck right here. It's simply this area here, the live well. Then you got this small front deck area. It's very small, but it left you a bunch of, you know, bottom deck space. Maybe for some guys that's ideal, but for me it wasn't. I wanted to extend this, kind of make it more of a true bass boat deck. Unfortunately, we did not find good carpet to match this, so my next and probably one of my final additions to this boat is gonna be new carpeting to make it match this. I might even recarpet the whole boat. As I said, this thing smells like an actual freaking tuna, so it's gross. It's absolutely gross. Maybe I don't need to change the whole thing. I don't know, whatever. That's another subject for another day. But yeah, I want to make this blend out a lot better. It'll look good. Made some additional storage in here as well. Right now I got some just random odds and ends. Emptied the boat because obviously I haven't been bass fishing, so I don't need a ton of tackle in here. Just kind of had trout tackle. Let me also get around this way and show you something else with that. You can kind of see it from right there what I got. I'm gonna have to go around the front. I got no space back there. So I'll find a stock image of the boat and how it comes stock. However, it does have like a 4-rod rod locker, kind of just slots where you can put some rods. First of all, the initial owner made a smaller front deck and he also blocked off access to those holes and where you can put some rods. They don't really give you enough space if you want to make an aftermarket latch where you open up and can fit some rods up there. So what my dad and I decided to do was leave an opening here where I can actually slide some rods up there. Sorry, it's very, very dark, but I can fit about 5 to 6 rods in there. Now, obviously, it's not a great amount of rod storage, but you guys know when like you go on a fishing trip and you want to have an extra rod that you don't think you're going to use, but you might use. That's when this comes in clutch because I can just put those rods, they're out of my way on the front deck. And if I want to use a random technique that I didn't think I was going to use or it's super niche, I can do it and not take up space. So yeah, that's a W edition. This was also a cheap Amazon cup holder. That thing broke. The other one works though. That's cool. Got these couple straps here that I used to strap my tripod to. I kind of repurposed these to hold some tools. Got some Ozark Trail Walmart scissors and pliers, W. Speaking of the tripod, I'm sure you guys saw this year, my camera went overboard. So I took it upon myself to bolt in a permanent tripod into the boat. Because you know what, guys, this camera is a big part of the channel. It's how I film all my damn videos, for goodness sake. So, and when you either get waves or you got people moving on my boat, like this thing is light as a feather, guys. This thing can move quite a bit. It gets worrisome with a tripod that isn't bolted down. So now we got a stationary tripod. I don't have to ever worry about that again. I can even run with the camera on there. I feel pretty confident in that. So that's a W addition to the boat. Moving on, another recent addition to the boat, I got this Lowrance 12 Ti Elite. I can't remember how to say it all or how they put it together. I know how to say it. I know how to use words. I just don't know that the order those words go. Basically just a big old unit that I have in my dash. Fills up the dash pretty perfectly. This thing has great side scan, great down imaging, awesome mapping. I need to buy a new map chip. I think you can get those for that. Yeah, they go in. Lowrance is savage for this. Look at this. You can flip that up and throw that chip in there. That's pretty neat, boys. I used to have the 7-inch Garmin Echo Map, which was solid, but this was definitely a big upgrade having that 12-inch unit up front. Well, technically that's not up front, that's the dash, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. At my dash, having that 12-inch unit, game changer. And my most recent purchase for the boat, and easily my favorite so far, I got myself this Boat EFX graph mount. Absolute money, of course. And then I also bit the bullet and I got myself a 12-inch unit for my live scope. You can just see, like, I mean, look at this comparison. Before I was scoping with this little 9-inch unit, now I've got this big old 12-inch unit. Look at that thing. Let me pop that off. I'll pop that puppy off. Come on, baby. Ugh, come here. There we go. Dude, look at that. Come on. They tell you size doesn't matter, then you see this. Oh, it matters, boys. You can see fish so much clearer on this 12-inch unit, so much more surface area to see. This has an 8-inch riser to it, so gets even higher. I can see, I mean, just look from a distance. Look at how high up that is, dude. That is higher than the freaking Leaning Tower of Pisa in the front deck of my boat. Long days of scoping before with that 9-inch graph, my neck would be like this all day. I was like an old man with a freaking herniated disc in his neck. And look at that, guys. Now I can just barely look down, see giant fish on the live scope, cast at them, catch them. Life is good. And I haven't talked about this in videos. You guys have obviously been seeing me use it for over a year now, but I got the Garmin Force trolling motor, 54-inch shaft. That's a nice long shaft there, boys. But yeah, honestly, no complaints with this guy. It can be touchy, but I've really dialed it in. I've got a good feel for the movement and everything. It is wireless, so that's kind of where you get that touchiness, because it's not a wired connection like, you know, a lot of the Minn Kotas and standard stuff people will use. Absolutely been loving that Garmin trolling motor though. Of course, I have all of these setups that I've been using for the trout fishing down in the harbors. Oh man, absolute shmoney 7-reel St. Croix fishing poles. The conditions for filming this video right now are kind of annoying me. I got water dripping on top of my shed. I had to wait all day to film this because it's been raining all day. Like I said, I leave for Florida tomorrow, so I can't film this for another week and a half if I wanted to film it afterwards. I had to get this out of the way. I got some video footage in some of my videos showing the boat. I gotta show the boat off before I post another video and just spoil it. Like, I feel like I had to do it all at once. Of course, back of the rig here, we got a 50-horse Merc. Come standard with the Bass Tracker Classic XL. I think you can get a 40 as well, but oh man, the 50 is key, baby. You gotta have more horsepower. Back here, I need to clean this up. I'm gonna do a full detail of the carpet and everything when I get home or when the weather gets good. I got 3 standard lead acid batteries back here. Lithium might be the way to go, especially with a light boat, but you know what, man? I've been using these lead acids. They haven't done me wrong, haven't had any issues. Been replacing them every year. My brother-in-law, shout out Mikey, gets me a great discount on them. Works out with new batteries every year, don't gotta worry about nothing. Also, it's getting dark in here. I know it's pretty low light, so I'll throw in a little video, but I got some new tires as well. It's my favorite Christmas gift. Thank you, parents, for getting me these new tires for the trailer. Looks awesome, really goes well with the wrap, super clean. And if you click this video, you wanna see my thoughts on the boat itself, the Bass Tracker Classic XL. I think it's an awesome boat and you can do a ton of things with it to make it truly yours. Obviously, I've tricked mine out pretty well. I'm super happy with the boat, but my only problem is big water. I can take some pretty big waves in this boat. It's no big deal. Just boat control is obviously not going to be as good in a really light aluminum boat on something like the Great Lakes. Fiberglass keeps you so much more stationary. It's so much more effective for it. So obviously I'm gonna look to upgrade to a fiberglass boat, but one thing I will promise you guys, the BD Bass Tracker you're looking at right now, this thing is not getting sold ever. I'm gonna keep this boat as long as I can. As long as it's running, I'm keeping it. 2019, the motor's been taken care of every damn year. It's an awesome small water boat. I love this thing. I'd recommend it if you're looking for a starter boat, getting your first boat. It's great to get you out there on the water. It can catch a ton of fish in it. And bang, bang, Tracka gang. My girl up here is naked. Let me cover you up, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that thing. All right. I kind of just sat down the other day and was like, dude, I've never done a breakdown in my boat. I've been adding so many things to it. So I figured perfect timing with the new wrap and everything to show you guys a decent breakdown of the boat. Obviously, I didn't go too in depth or anything. I just wanted to give you guys a general idea of what we're running out there on the BD Bass Tracker. Again, a huge shout out to St. Croix Rods and 7 Reels for making that wrap possible. I think it looks sick. Maybe they just wanted to get a stupid eggplant emoji off one of their pro staffers' boats. No matter how it got done, a huge shout out to St. Croix Rods and 7 Reels for making the boat wrap possible. And if you watch this video because you're interested in getting a new boat, a Bass Tracker Classic XL, I'd highly recommend it. It's a great starter boat. It's not great on big water. It can be done. A lot of fish have been put in my boat. A lot of bass, muskie, pike, trout, panfish, I don't know. Everything under the sun that you can catch in freshwater has been put in that damn boat, and you can do it too. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.